Howdy folks, Papa Joe here. I waited a couple days to make this video. I didn't want to make it while I was angry or upset. Excuse me. Last week I had a mad run for California. Left Oklahoma Tuesday noonish. Had one drop in Oklahoma City. It was about 200 miles over there to it. Had another drop in Tucson, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. Then I was on my way to San Diego, had a breakdown. Had a water line broke. I'm not a mechanic, but got a little repair work done on it. Did it myself. Just one of them quick little make-dos. The mechanics, they'll check it out when I get to the yard. Lost all my antifreeze. Luckily, a local driver, he stopped by and got me water. So that all worked out. Dadgum. Y'all hearing that over there? Oh, it's a trash guy, I guess. Excuse me. But anyway, got rolling. I knew the company had me a load to pick up Friday. They didn't think I'd get all 6 drops off. But got broke down Thursday, got that repaired. I'm calling the people, calling them a lot, because I knew I was going to be right at their closing time. So I'm calling them and telling them I'm 4 miles away, man. I'm jumping off on 78 right now. He said, 78? He said, I thought you was coming to the San Diego store. So I read him the address I had. Oh no, that's such and such store. So I'm talking to the wrong store. This ain't good. He said, let me get off here and call them before they close. That was nice of him. Communications. That's a biggie out here, people. Communication. So he called them and they hung out, and I pulled in there at 2 minutes to 5. And I only had 3 or 4 pallets for them. But one of the guys, he jumped up in the back with me. We got it tailgated. They got it off and I left. Next morning, I'm up early. I'm trying to beat the LA traffic because my last 2's in LA, in that area. Got up there, got them both kicked off early in the morning. I'm ahead of schedule. Like I said, company didn't even think I'd pull it off. Now, I'm not scheduled to pick up till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 4 miles from my last drop to my pickup, and there's no truck stops around. So I go on over there, hoping that I can talk them into loading me, hoping I can get lucky. Get over there and no such luck. So they're going to run me off. While I'm standing there talking to them, I'm reading this sign they got posted on the window, which you'll learn you read a bunch of these signs. You know, you got to chalk your wheels, you got to do this, got to do that. Well, this one, and I took a picture of it and put it on one of my trucker channels, or on my trucker groups. But it was a notice to the truck drivers that you're not allowed to eat on property no more. You can't go to the food truck if it shows up. We call it a roach coach. You can't go to the cafeteria. You can't even eat in your own truck. Now that's pushing it. So most truck drivers don't listen to that one, I imagine. So I'm asking them, I said, well, you don't have a place I can park here. Oh no, you got to go. Leave and come back around 2:30. Which you run into that a lot. I'm like, well, I didn't see any truck stops around there. Any truck stops around? No. Well, where do you think I ought to go? Nearest truck stop was over 65 miles away. And you'll find out in California, truck stops are a rarity. They're real scarce. So they tell me about a street I can go to. This area that I'm in, what was it, Granada, California, I think it is. So I go to this area they're telling me about, and they had told me, well, there's food places there and blah, 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 eateries they call them. Well, they're eateries. There ain't no parking for a big truck. It's all filled up with cars. I wind up circling around again, and it's about a 4 mile, 1 mile, 1 mile, 1 mile, 1 mile, You can't go down these weight restricted roads. That's something else you'll learn about. So I wind up circling around again to park at the far end away from the eateries where there was some truck parking. Luckily, as I told you, carry food. I got food. So I did get to eat. I was getting hungry. I hadn't ate all day. Which if I'd stayed at that place, guess what? I would have ate. I would have sat back there and I wouldn't have made a big ordeal about it. And I'm sure drivers have thrown trash out. I don't understand why they throw their pee bottles in the trash all over the country. And then they wonder why people are mad at us and don't want us to park there. Huh? You think because you live like a slob and you're trashing their place up and they're tired of paying somebody to pick up your trash? Might have something to do with it. So anyway, I ate, got a nap, and went back 2:30. It took them over 3 hours to load me. I didn't get out of there until 5:30. Well, my 14-hour clock is ticking. I've told you all about that. I didn't have enough time to get to that truck stop, much less fighting LA traffic. It would have easily been 2 hours to drive that 65 miles. Couldn't do it. I just didn't have the time. So now I have to circle back around to that same street again. It's the only place that I can park. Now this time I did get down by the eateries because quitting time and people had left, blah, blah, blah. So I got closer to it. I wound up spending the night there. Luckily, it wasn't that bad of a neighborhood. I got up next morning, I got on out of LA and got out of California. The whole point of this is carry your vittles. I've told you that. Carry your vittles, all your basic necessities. Make sure you have something to eat, something to drink, cigarettes, your chewing gum, whatever it is, your necessities, make sure you have it. And preferably enough for 3 days. Have been hung out at places for 2 days. That is not totally unheard of. It don't happen often, but it does happen. Especially wintertime when you talk about storms. That's a whole different video. But that and some of these shippers and receivers, they really treat us like second and third class citizens. They think we have literally no rights, no privileges, no nothing. And there's a little bit of truth to that. I took a picture of that sign and I put it in one of my truck driver groups, and all the smack they was talking. And what rights they violated. People, whenever you go into a gate, and it's done been argued in courts, whenever they allow you in that gate or on their property, you are agreeing to their rules. Bottom line. So, if you're going to break rules like they're not eating, I would suggest you do it very cautiously. The whole point of that deal is that it's uncalled for. However, I'm sure it was deserved. I'm sure the drivers brought it on themselves. But unfortunately, we're part of it. So we get the punishment, even though we didn't cause the crime, or however you want to say it. Just another little peek into the trucking world. Y'all have a good day now. God bless. Bye.